So today I'm delighted to share a special episode, a live coaching call with one of my beneficence.com prolific percentage PR MVP clients. That's right. These clients are profiled in my practice as being experienced, having had some media exposure, not to mention the word is getting around about their brand, and something inside of them just knows they're ready for the next level. And the same applies for the audiences that follow them. So I'm going to bring you into today's media traffic show, showing you one of the best ways to disrupt out of control communications as a foundation by absolutely establishing the structure of what will be the story of your business and your brand. Your branding is the sensory experience that your audience will have. It will be the impressions that you make. And for the face of your brand, as in the case of my client, Crysta Wicks, who is hashtag the boss wife and CEO and founder of thebosswife.com. Lifestyle, brand, apparel, and definitely a movement.
Establishing network connection.
When people wonder what is life,
Well, go ahead, speak about it.
I definitely think that the meaning to life is mastery.
Wow.
Because life isn't here for us just to go through a process. Everybody thinks that things are just a process. When you wake up in the morning, the process of what it takes to get ready for work, or what it takes to get to work. Everything being a process. But life is a multitude of experiences, and all of these different experiences come to us at different times, different moments. But it's to master things. Like your drive to work is part of the process, and it's part of the mastery. But what happens in between is based on the experiences that we have and how we master everything that we do. Like you might do something one way today, but you did the same process that you did yesterday today, but you do it better, more effectively. That's why I always say it's not what you go through. It's not about the struggle, the trial, the hurt, the pain, the frustration, things that are taken from you. It's not about any of those things. It's about that next part of the process, how you get through it the next time, the mastery of it all. Because I really did. I mean, people probably thought I was one of those weird people that sit around and look around, and I'm like, look at this. This is like the trees, the grass, the sky, but why are we here? Like, what is this for? It's just a lot of people walking around and
I get it.
not conscious. And it took me to go through some what I thought at the time was some serious stuff. Like I was like, this has to be the worst thing ever on the whole entire earth. But it was what it took to wake me up, because I was sleeping. I was curious, but I wasn't curious enough to find out more.
Okay. So let me ask you this, Crysta. Now that you've shared what you feel is really the goal of a life experience,
Mm-hmm.
as the boss wife, as the face of the brand, the voice of the brand, and the visionary of the brand, who do you feel you are called to provide a solution to? What audience do you want? Not would you like to. Who do you really feel you want to reach right now for such a time as this. Okay.
Because when you think of woman, it's the word woman, or the definition of woman, does not even give enough description, because people have a false illusion, and I guess this is probably where I should start. People have a false illusion on life when it comes to women. The women that are successful are presumed to have it all together, and the women who aren't as successful are the ones that need the help. My goal is to touch everyone, not a particular woman, not a demographic of woman, but every woman. And the reason I said that is because often people see you and they assume that you have it together. And I know that so many people that we have assumed had it together had so many things that they were fighting through, and not necessarily the resources to get through. When I went through a trying time in my life, I was searching. I was searching for outlet. I was searching for a woman that had been through exactly what I have been through, and I felt like if I could see another visual of a person just like me that mastered this, I could get through.
Okay.
But I'm going to be very honest. It was scarce. I couldn't find a woman that went through what I went through. Not because she hadn't been through it, but because as women, we keep it together so often for so many people that we don't show our flaws. We don't show our disappointments. We don't show our... So as I'm typing in these different phrases through Google to fix my life, so to speak, I'm like literally typing in Google, like, Google, fix my life. Like, what's going on? Tell me why this is happening. Tell me why I'm feeling the way I'm feeling. Tell me how I am supposed to fix what I'm feeling. Like, I'm looking for these resources, and basically when you start typing in things, and it's not necessarily the answer that you want, you dig a little deeper. I'm looking for this woman, I'm looking for this motherly figure. I'm looking for some answers, but I don't want to go to the people that I love, the people that love me, because sometimes you go through things and you're embarrassed.
Sure. Tell the truth.
You don't know. Yeah, you're embarrassed. You aren't sure if people are going to judge you.
Can't be human. Can't be human.
Exactly. So you keep it to yourself. So I'm looking for this woman, and I'm like, I know she's there. I can find her on the internet. She wasn't there. Needless to say that I found my strength through 70, 80, even dead, old, white men. They were white men. And I'm like, this is not where I thought it would come from. Like, you want somebody that you can relate to, so that,
yes,
so that you feel like you can get through.
Yeah.
But where I got my strength was not from where I thought I would get it from, and it wasn't somebody I necessarily related to. I can't relate to being an older white man, because the demographics on how he was raised and how I was raised was completely
different. And the life experience doesn't.
Yeah.
Well.
So I wasn't expecting to get so much power.
Wow.
From a man that didn't know my upbringing. He didn't know my background. He hadn't lived the lifestyle that I lived, and that's what my expectation was, because I needed somebody to talk my talk.
Gotcha.
That's what I thought. I needed somebody to be able to say that I've been there, I've done that. I went through the internet and found empowerment and enlightenment through self-help with authors like James Allen and Wayne Dyer. and Jack Canfield, and,
Sure.
you know, a host of other people that like completely transformed my life. And it took me from a state of looking around and wondering, why am I here? What am I doing here? Or even how did I get here? Like, at this point, how did I get here?
Sure.
To being more informed. I understood that the power of my mind and my thoughts were important, and they were of value, and they meant something. And once I realized that, I knew that I had to share this with other people. It's not to say that, you know, women won't go through things and they won't, you know, they won't endure, because we're going to constantly go through things. We're going to constantly be faced with obstacles. But my voice was so strong when I realized that it's not about what I went through. You know, that's not the end of it. I shouldn't be embarrassed. I shouldn't be broken. I shouldn't be hurt, because guess what the internet told me? The internet told me what I went through. I was going to go through stages of death. I was going to go through grieving, and I was going to go through this, and I was going to go through that. It was going to be 8 different emotions that I was going to go through, as if I died when you face adversity, or you face betrayal, or when you face any kind of issue.
Yes.
And I thought that was part of the death you physically feel, but you're alive feeling it. You know, you almost think that if you have to feel this alive, then I guess it's better to be dead, because nobody wants to go through 8 stages of emotional
death.
Right.
It's so psychological. It's happening in the mind.
Exactly. Mm-hmm. Exactly. Which is more deadly than actually being dead. Like when you're alive and you're going through this stuff because you don't know how to get through it. And I figured out that those were the stages that I was going through. I was like, I can't go through those stages. I went through enough. Like, how much is enough before you can just move past something? That's why there's a chapter in my book called Looking Good Going Through. You know, you don't have to look like what you've been through.
As you tell your story. When you finished and you said, I decided, knowing I was going to go through all of these things, and this is what I was going to go through these repetitive cycles of a psychological death, I decided to opt for mastery. And at that point, you made a decision to transform into someone that was going to be empowered by the difficulties.
I was going to master it.
Okay.
I wasn't going to let my circumstances or my situation determine what my next step was, or the fact that I was going to have to go through this to come out on the other side okay, or looking good. Absolutely.
As we develop a strategy for you, which is still the focus here, this helps me learn what is your authentic experience, what's very important to you, and the messages that I think you will absolutely own. And with the message that you own is the message that someone else wants to hear and receive and get more from. So with that being said, there is probably, since you couldn't find it, I totally believe God said, now you're going to be that woman that you were looking for. Does it sound right? You're going to be that woman that you were looking for as the bigger answer to what's not there. Now, woman is broad, and in this media, marketing, PR industry space, the name of the game is to be narrow in your scope and to be very specific, so that when we hear the boss wife has made her message so clear, so key, and so concise that we want the buzz to be. Remember I told you come back to me with three words, because we want to have now a slogan, a hashtag movement, which is also what your brand is. You did say this is a movement.
The pressure of being pregnant, the pressure of what I was going through during the time that I decided to be older than I should have been. Becoming a mother so early, starting a relationship so early.
Your focus is you really need to narrow down who, since I know now that I am this woman, since I know now that I'm a diamond, diamonds are formed, and you know this, you named your child diamond. Diamonds are formed out of excruciating pressure.
Purpose of my daughter's name. I have a diamond.
You have a diamond.
Yes, I do.
And I don't know what it was like raising her, but all I know is she's shining now, and she's really just getting started.
Well, I got pregnant with her when I was 16.
Come on here.
So that was pressure enough.
Wasn't it?
Coming from a place where expectations and stereotypes were put on you before your life even started. Diamond definitely came from exactly that. Like each one of my children is definitely meaning behind the names that they were given, including my obviously a miracle, and that's her name spelled Amiracle. She is a miracle.
I love it.
But
well,
yeah, definitely.
So let's start there. Let's start there. You just gave me something. So now we know that you really do connect with adversity stories and life experiences.
Yes.
And you have a testimony that you overcame that, conquered it, and you mastered that.
Yes.
So guess what? As I'm sitting here, I am hearing a phrase, life shine like a diamond.
I love it.
Life shine. Not shine bright like a diamond, because you're all about mastering life. And so
right.
You master and you come through that, you've been processed through going through all the deaths or whatever. Now I think you want to have a message that will help empower others to shine their life like a diamond. Now I know you want to reach all kinds of women. What really touched me was to hear you say there are women who are not successful yet, and they need help.
They do. We do.
We do. So I think the goal for you and what's going to help you find your fit is to balance on this side those who have come through that process, that share the experiences you're talking about. I'm one of them women. And then to now for you all to seek out either women who are in your tribe who have gone through the process and the mastery and have that mindset. They understand they had to die. And I ain't talking about people that's still fronting and not keeping it real. I'm talking about people that's going to be willing to be transparent, where you can have either your own TV show, where you bring in these women and you broadcast, and then you lead them out of your content to because I know you're in production, and you lead them to an event that lets them see what this is like.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Yes. Because if you are only talking about something you read or you watch someone else do, you can't relate. Baby, I can't do crabs in the barrel. I know what they smell like. I know what crabs smell like. It smells different than shrimp. It smells different than lobster. It smells different than cod. It smells different than tuna.
Right.
A crab, the way a crab is made, they have pinchers. They crawl on the ground. We touched on this. If I get close to a crab barrel, they're going to pinch me and try to hurt me. They're going to try to hurt me. Because that's all they know to do. I ain't got to rob and steal from nobody. I wrote King
Yeah.
God Gold Digger to teach people how to mine. We're talking about diamonds, right? Gold
Yes.
is a precious metal. You have to dig to find it. But the thing about gold is that gold starts out dirty too. It has impurities around it. But it has to go through fire for it to shine.
Yes.
For the purity of what it is. If it don't go through extreme fire, that I'm talking about the kind of fire that, have you ever taken something that was a piece of metal and put it in a flame and watch it glow and start to turn colors?
Well, I definitely always reference back to my sign as the reason that I'm able to go through the things that I'm going through.
Okay. You have a strong call. You have a great call. And no wonder we connected. Because if you can't identify that person you were looking for, and God says you're going to be it, I think that's the beauty of what he created. The word of God tells you in Ephesians 2 that we are his masterpiece. And the fact that he's going to take us from one thing, and by the time he gets done doing the artwork and pulling this away and erasing that and rubbing this out and adding textures and refining us, when he's done, he's going to present us right back to himself, and he's going to say, now this is what I enjoy. See that beautiful hanging that you have behind you? That beautiful wall art was someone else's creation, was someone else's masterpiece. And when it became aesthetically beautiful enough to say, now I present this, they feel that that is worthy. And I know as they're doing it, if they are in business, they are mindful that that's going to be in someone's home. Now they got to think for the interior decorator that may choose to pair that with however they have their layout. We got to think in a bigger term as to who needs what you have, who needs to hear your message, who needs to wear your brand, who needs to consume your knowledge. You need to be putting one book out every doggone month because of what's packed inside of you.